Ah Kit. Okay.
Okay. This is in the thing.
No.
You are Kit, huh?
Let's start over again. Yo, I'm Kit.
And I'm Azreen.
It's so weird, like that.
And this is the Teh Tarik Hour. We are kind of weird this episode. We are trying to be more relaxed lah. Okay. Why so serious one?
No, first time we do this, man.
But as always, Chukang kata is how? I'm not Chinese.
I'm not Chinese.
I'm not Malay. Hey, why do I say I'm not Chinese? I'm not Chinese.
Okay.
I'm not Chinese.
I'm not Malay.
We are Malaysian.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, that one more better, I think. Alright, well.
Repeat again, can I like this one.
Okay, we do one more time. I'm not Chinese.
I'm not Malay.
We are Malaysians.
Oh, it's so crazy, more.
Yeah, lah. This is a crazy episode because interesting topic that you want to talk about today, lah. Actually,
Yes.
because well, the last
This
episode.
topic we can say is serious, but we are making a fun way. But I don't know whether some people maybe think if yo, this thing is haram like you thought this thing.
If you just first joined us, then you might not realize it, but we are very haram people.
You see haram people is you.
Wow, you shoot me like that.
Me
Wow.
also. If let's say you cannot call,
You
I'm gonna
hustled
call
me, you know, you influenced me.
Oh yeah, I'm an influencer.
You are a bad influencer. So, okay, today's topic is actually quite interesting. If you don't mind, okay, tell us what the topic is for today. One.
Today is, if let's say lah. if you say lah. I don't think.
Well, basically, what Ah Kit suggested for us to talk is about the Muslim or Islam religion in general in Malaysia, lah, because Islam and the Muslim religion is quite the majority in Malaysia. Considered.
Yes.
If you're Malay, then you're a Muslim. That's the idea here, lah. And they make up a majority of the population, lah.
I mean, when you born, I mean, so you straight away is a Muslim.
Yeah.
So because for Chinese, you not necessarily you are born to be a Christian, not born to be a Buddhist. You have the freedom to choose your religion.
Yeah, but the weird thing about that, right? Because like people think like, oh, you're born Malay, then you must be Muslim, right? That's not necessarily the case a long time ago, lah. It was because we were, how to say, the teachings have spread to Malaysia, and then once people convert, or for the Muslim, once you reverted, after that you cannot change to other things. So let's say long time ago, the original people here become Muslim. Then the generation after that have to be Muslim. So that's why it's already decided that all will be Muslim after that. So you cannot change, because if you change, it's considered wrong. It's a sin to change. If you change to Muslim but you out of Muslim, you're considered like an infidel or a betrayer.
I think from the histories, right? Why Malay people they want to take as a Muslim as the former religions is because they want to make the Malay race stronger, and then don't, because the Malays they don't want to to kahwin with other races, make the race bigger.
You don't want to mix race, the mixed race.
Yes.
And even if you do, then they must convert to the religion.
Yes, if let's say for Chinese, you want to marry a Malay girls, then you have to convert to become a Malay. You have a Malay name. Not say Malay name. This is not Malay name. It's a Muslim name.
Funnily enough, that's not true. You don't have to change your name when you become when you change to Islam. You can choose to keep your old name, but here is like people think you must do that. I don't know if it's like the fatwa here, like the Islam law here or the Sharia law here, but it's not necessarily a must for you to change your name actually.
But I think for Muslim,
it's encouraged lah.
Yeah, encouraged lah. But it's got good and bad lah. Actually, it's not say is you are born to be Muslim, you're not good. These are not good. But anyway, it's a good thing also. If let's say a lot of Muslim they have follow the regulations. Is Muslim have the regulation to make the people become kind people, good people.
I mean that's religion in general. But
Yes.
but we're getting far. We're not here to debate whether the religion is good or bad or not. We're just trying to talk about what's the current situation in Malaysia when it comes to the Islam or Muslim community or population lah. So basically, from my understanding is that so currently I feel like in Malaysia the Muslim population and the Islam in general is going more towards conservative already. Oh no.
Hey, we stop. Because they got some technical issues.
And we're back. Apparently, we were talking about religion so bad that God cut down our lighting.
Yeah.
It's a bad sign.
The God give us a warning, you know. These two idiots
we are
talk
not
so
here.
much,
We are not here to attack. Okay, we're not here to attack. We're just giving our opinion. So as I was saying, I feel like the Muslim population in Malaysia and the Islam religion in Malaysia in general is starting to veer towards going towards more conservative side, and we see this with the recent conservative Muslim party pass gaining more power in the last election, which is surprising for me because I thought like, you know, this is 2022, 2023, people should be more progressive lah, more open. But it turns out people now more conservative. They want the tudung, they want the separate saloon, hair saloon. They want to remove all gambling, 4D, Toto, all this thing. Like recent news also, like in Kedah, which is a past control state, they already banned gambling.
Yes, this is too hardcore for already lah.
And I think Penang, was it? Recent news about Penang is that you're not allowed to sell alcohol in public in a shopping mall. There was that one news where the Penang Mufti went there to the shopping mall and said like, oh, you guys cannot sell openly because then it affects the Muslim people.
But this is not very unfair for those non-Muslim people, like people who are doing. I mean, this is their.
It's normal for them.
Yeah, it's just a normal.
But that's like I feel like now it's become less tolerant. Like a lot of the religion.
The religions become the regulation. This is the issue lah. Because a religion is a religion, you become some kind like the policies and the regulation for the run for the whole country. I think this is not work in Malaysia because Malaysia is more on multi-nations country.
But what do you feel like?
We have to take care for others races also. Like.
No, but what do you feel like? How do you feel like the Muslim or Islam like presence here in Malaysia? How do you feel it changed? Because let's face it, we're old people. We've been around a long time.
Okay, I think it's from my youngster until now. I think it's now the Muslim is more aggressive compared with last time. It try to use the religions to try to control the people mindset. This is what I'm saying lah.
Yeah, but the thing is that kind of issue is not really the religion's fault, right? It's more like
it's the people use the religions. If someone's like, it means a politician or someone who got the power to use the religions to force the people and make the regulation for the people who follow the instruction. Muslims say this one cannot. Actually, this is the religion didn't say this cannot, but they use the words of God say this cannot, which means cannot. But the God doesn't say this thing. This is very straightforward.
I mean, that's the idea when you how to approach the religion. Because when you say like, okay, Muslim cannot drink, right? That means you as a Muslim should not drink. But then they use that word, oh, Muslim shouldn't drink. That's why you should not promote alcohol in front of Muslim to get them tempted. That's how they weaponize the religion there lah.
Don't get wrong. Not all the Muslim cannot drink. The Chinese Muslims restaurants, they sell alcohol. They only cannot eat the meat. You cannot eat the pork lah. So the pork.
Because the thing is, even if you touch, you can clean yourself. That's the thing. Same with dogs. Like here, all the Muslim.
But alcohol actually can drink by Muslim.
NANI?
Careful. No. I mean,
careful.
Okay. No, I mean, in Malaysia.
Today's Ah Kit Hour will not appear in the future episodes.
I gonna call later.
I mean, in more liberal countries or with liberal Muslims, there are those who don't mind the drinking alcohol, or some even eat pork also to that point.
Okay, I think come back to the religions, the freedom of religions, for Christians, for Buddhisms, for others religion, they also have the restriction, like vegetarian, they have the restriction. But this one is depend on the religions and between you and the religions.
Exactly. So that's the thing. It's not about forcing your beliefs on other people when they don't believe you that way. Like, you're Chinese, right? And you're
Yes.
not Muslim. So for you, drinking alcohol is normal, nothing to do. But I, as a Muslim, I cannot drink. Doesn't mean that you should be like forbidden to drink as well, lah. Just because I don't drink, ma.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's like the way that the religion currently, the landscape has been weaponized, lah. I believe.
Weaponized, yes, yes.
Because the thing is, last time I don't recall this being that aggressive or that like, don't know lah, being used so much as a weapon lah. I feel like people last time were more tolerable lah when it comes to these things.
I think because now the aggressive is because people who want to gain more power. The politician want to gain more power, then they want to make the group stronger.
I think
this
like
is
taking
the
advantage.
things.
I mean, the thing I don't know if it's for sure that's the factor. What that is their mentality doing all this, but it kind
The
of
motivations, the motive of the people is very
which is
ugly.
kind of funny lah. Where people want to push all this morality thing, but the leaders there buy Mercedes never help the people in trouble one. It's like,
I think next episode you cannot see me already.
I think next episode we cannot see both of us already. But that's the current landscape of Malaysia lah. But what if the religion wasn't an issue in Malaysia? Like, how do you think the landscape will be different?
You can stop first because this one is more related to you.
I mean,
let's say you without the because today, actually it's for me, a Chinese, if let's say for all the Malaysians, I can change. I'm Christian. Okay, maybe tomorrow I feel Christian is not. I can convert to Buddhist. This is the way the Chinese people says. The Chinese the communities who are got do this also lah. But for Malay, I'm born to be Muslim. The whole life is a Muslim. But for you now, if without the
So you're basically saying like what you're talking about is actually like Indonesia lah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Indonesia has the belief of Pancasila, which is like 5 religion. So that means like even if you're like an Indonesian, like look like a Indonesian person, doesn't necessarily mean
You
you're
don't like
a
Hindu
Muslim.
also.
Okay.
Don't
I
like
mean,
that.
I love it. I love my Indonesian brothers and sisters. They're very pretty one. I don't mind one. But what you're talking about is what will happen is like Indonesia, where like there is a freedom of religion. If you don't necessarily have to be a Muslim if you're Indonesian. So maybe if we Malaysia approach that kind of like mentality, that's what's going to happen. There's more freedom in terms of like the skin color. There's less prejudice in terms of skin color, because if you look someone like me, you don't necessarily immediately think Muslim, because you might be looking at me and you think, oh, you might be a Christian or you might be Hindu or something like that lah. So there won't be any much prejudice and there's more freedom. And I feel like there won't be a need to control too much lah.
This is the religion freedom. But for you, if let's say without the these religions, what you want to do? Because I can do whatever you want to do. The first thing you want to do is what? I mean, you got the freedom to do your religions. Your religion option, and then your maybe in your life also affect your life option also. Maybe I can I have a dog in my home. The pets lah, the dog.
Yeah, but the thing is like even the dog thing, right? It shouldn't be a problem even if you're Muslim actually.
Huh?
Yeah, because outside of Malaysia, a lot, even in Indonesia itself, a lot of Muslims have dogs. They keep dogs as a pet.
It can can Muslim has a dog is a pet?
Can actually that's one of the big misconception that we've been fed by the leaders here to immediately fear all these things without knowing how it's not the way. Because if you think about it, right, God is the most powerful thing in the world, and they create all this life, and they create things like pigs and dogs. Yet for some reason they don't allow you to interact with pigs and dogs. if God is so amazing, then why he create the pigs and dogs in the first place? Like that lah. I mean, there is like a great misconception lah when it comes to these kinds of things. So particularly about the dog thing, right? People think, oh, as a Muslim, you're not supposed to own any dogs or touch any dogs. Not true.
For my mindset also.
That's not true. You can own a dog. You can keep a dog. The thing is, you need to clean yourself before you do like your prayers. That's the only thing. So people don't understand that. Same with pigs. I don't know, lah, but like there's the news about the flood, right? And there was one news that a pig was trying to swim to a boat.
Escape the
to survive, but it's a Malay guy, and the Malay guy is so afraid of pig. He actually hit the pig away to not let it go on the boat. Now, if you are actual Muslim, well, I don't want to say actual Muslim. If you're just a normal human being, you don't care whether that thing is a pig or a dog or what.
Yes,
you want to save a life, ma. Yeah. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, correct.
But nowadays, the religion is like, oh, you must protect your priority over saving another life, which is, I think, is stupid lah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. If religion wasn't a huge thing, right, I can tell you we will be much more harmony with things like having dogs around, or being not so afraid of like a pig or alcohol or all these things, because you won't have to be afraid that the police, the Muslim police, come to take you if you accidentally touch a pig or you accidentally be around a place with alcohol. Now it's like people are afraid. That's what I can see lah. People have been put fear too much. So without religion being such an issue, I think people will be less afraid lah. But for you lah, if you think that suddenly religion, like Muslim is not really a strong presence, what do you think will happen to the Malays? You think all will just suddenly go gila, is it? All go crazy?
Okay, one thing is, if let's say if the scenario is a Muslim is not necessary, I think it's the thing is the food will be different. The rest, because we go to food courts, we separate the halal place and the other place non-halal. Actually, we are mixed together. If nasi lemak with pork, or we are call it haram, but you can maybe in the food court you can drink a beer with a nice nasi lemak. It's a very enjoyable. This is what I think. If let's say without this haram, the food is now Malaysia is the food is fucking delicious. It's more fucking delicious again.
Don't too much effort.
Dude, there's something is like, Malaysia food is very good, but we can go the more level.
You think like without religion, that means like we can
explore more in the food. If let's go for, the alcohol, chocolate cake, those things, whiskey, chocolate cakes. Wow, damn nice. That one is not haram. They're cheap in Malaysia. Wow, so you enjoy.
I think it's okay to do that, but there's also a need to at least provide the purely halal for those who are very strict on being halal. Because funny, like, for a lot of Muslims, the most weird, the most the most bad thing you can do is eat pork. you can see guys become playboy, or like become abusive, or smoke cigarette, or do drugs. Come Raya, you ask for forgiveness, it's all okay. But if you eat pork, you are forever out already. I don't know why.
Actually, yeah.
I don't know why eating the pork is very, very, I don't know, very, very important.
Also, I don't know why Chinese also, like every time they eat the bak kut teh, this all pork. Actually, I'm not a pork lover. I'm the beef lover, actually. I like more like beef.
But that's the thing. Like what you eat is not really.
Yeah, you don't. I'm not saying the Chinese must to eat pork. The mindset for Malay, Chinese eat pork one.
So maybe
this is the mindset from the people,
That's the prejudice lah. That you think Malay cannot touch dog one Like, same like that, right?
Some people say you Chinese eat pork one, you cannot come in here like. Wow, this kind of thing. Hey, serious? I'm not the very pork lover. I eat pork, but I'm not every day I eat pork.
I mean, that's the perception lah. So that's why when I think when you don't have that kind of like religion, the Muslim religion, to force you to separate all these things, you think like things will be much more harmony in the all the things, is it?
Okay, the second nice landscape for me, if Malaysia without this religion, is you can marry with or dating with Malay girl.
I think this is just the most biggest the wall there for a lot of
yes, the border
non-Muslim,
non-Muslim. You are Muslim.
the Great Wall of China. This one.
Then, I think it's after. After 1 or 2 generations we are more harmonious because you are also got Malay blood. I also got Chinese blood. It's different already. We mix up with each other.
I think
It's more Malaysian
the most important thing when you think about like that kind of marriage thing, right?
Yes.
Is because people were afraid you either lose one culture or the other, something like that. If you're a Chinese person and then you marry a Muslim person, right? Currently if you marry a Muslim, you must convert to Muslim. It's a law already here.
Yes. But why not we are like the Baba and Nyonya? We actually with Baba and Nyonya is very. This is very truly Malaysian. It's truly Malaysian. Baba and Nyonya because it mix with the Malay and the Chinese. This is very
Indian
beginning.
also exists, alright. So
No, I don't forget.
wow, Indian not Malaysian.
I'm not saying like that. Okay.
Okay, just joking. I understand what you mean because like when you have the best of both worlds, the fusion like
Yes,
the more
the
fusion.
fusion.
That one.
You see, only Baba Nyonya in Malaysia or Southeast Asia this, but for we think it's indifferent. We are not in Chinese. The China people, the Chinese are different or whatever lah.
I think there's still a bit like a team mentality lah. We don't want to lose one member to the other side one I think.
Because Malaysia will become one race and then one people. So one satu bangsa, satu Malaysia ma.
But I can
Satu bangsa ma.
I can tell you for sure if the law that requires you to become Muslim to date a Muslim doesn't exist, I tell you, all the people will mix all each other one. And all the conservative people will explode their brain one because too many people sharing already. They don't want like that. They want to keep the separate thing, purity.
The purity of blood,
I that's not just for Muslim, right? Even for Chinese also, there's still like they don't want you to date outside of your race kind of thing.
There's an old generation, bro.
But in Singapore recently, there's a case of a guy suddenly walked to a mixed couple and say, why you date this couple like that?
I don't know lah. A lot of Chinese like the. For our Chinese girl, a lot like the Guai Lo one,
No, the couple
Guai Lo,
was
masale.
the couple was a Indian Chinese couple. The guy is an Indian, the girl Chinese.
Racist lah.
Racist
lah.
That's the
Guai Lo
problem
can
lah.
lah. Masale can lah. But for Indian, cannot lah. Indian cannot. But Guai Lo can. This is the racist issues,
Guai Lo because Guai Lo is a higher level.
high level. Wow, UK different.
But actually, they're just normal human. I think that's the problem. We don't see this as human to human. It's like, religion and race need to be there one. So if religion and race won't be an issue, I think people will be much more happier.
Yeah, happier.
I think like even in not just like
harmony lah, I can say harmony lah.
Okay, harmonious lah. Don't say happier. Maybe you're not necessarily happy though.
I also happy but you can date the Chinese girl now you also can.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I don't think the Chinese girl want to convert.
That's the problem. Exactly. When I date someone outside of my race and outside of my religion, there is the consideration that they need to think about in the line. Maybe they need to convert, which is not necessarily a good thing, ma.
Yeah.
I don't like to put that pressure on someone like that, ma. Because I also don't want to force people to join my religion.
So I think it's got this scenario also for some of my friends. They are really, go outside from Malaysia.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you want to like say a mixed couple, right, and you don't want to go through the trouble of like forcing them to convert and everything, right, you need to abandon Malaysia, lor.
Yes.
Which is
it's so sad,
sad thing to think about, right? Even now also, like even if you're two different nationalities, like Malay guy and Chinese Indonesian woman also. You can't even get citizenship here, which is terrible, man. Imagine you put religion to that, die, man. That's why I think like the move towards Muslim here is not a good path right now. I want it to be that religion is there to help you, find comfort, maybe find peace, or maybe help you with morality. But it shouldn't be forcing you on all these rules.
Yeah, I believe initially all the religion is same lah. They try to do why we have religions is not go to control the people. It's actually the religions that lead the people to be kind. Yes.
I don't want to agree completely because religion is not necessarily the only factor for morality. You don't have to be religious to be a good person. I believe that personally. You can be a non-religious person and you can still be a good person. But religion can complement you on becoming a better person.
It's just like a Bible to lead you to that pathway.
It's just one thing that you can put in there.
Yes.
But the thing is, people now think of it as like, it's the only thing that can give you the good.
It's, too narrow.
Very narrow-minded.
Yeah.
But I asked you before we finish up because we're trying to cut this. We try to be shorter on our content because we talk too much.
Yeah.
Do you think we will ever reach a future where Malaysia is progressive, where religion is not so powerful? Not say powerful, not so controlling.
If
just your feel only lah.
I feel
Do you think we will ever reach that kind of future?
I think with this,
No, if we become progressive, would you marry a Muslim girl?
I already married. I already married.
Hey, in Muslim you can marry 4.
This is good thing also. But I don't have money. You
Hey,
you have money.
I tell you, some of them not really much money one.
You serious? Got some Malay girl to introduce.
You introduce me first.
I got Chinese girl. You want Chinese?
You think Chinese girl would willing to date Muslim guy, man? In today's world,
yeah, date can but for long-term relationship is depend on.
See, when it's come like that, I feel like why bother doing that anyways?
Maybe you want to
have fun.
Taste the Chinese taste,
Tell you, man, religion is killing my game. I cannot get
run off to Malaysia.
Yeah?
Run off from Malaysia.
Run off. We'll see how lah.
Don't say like that. We are Malaysian. We can still got harapan. Now harapan. Harapan is hope.
I'm not really harapan or anwar anymore. But that's a topic for a different day lah. The
run topic already.
In the end, our perspective on Muslim and Islam in Malaysia not so good right now. Personally, for me I think we're heading down a path that's much more divisive making people more fighting against each other I don't want that to be the case because Islam is a beautiful religion. I can tell honestly. If we look at the best parts of Islam and how it can be a thing to really give you guidance in life and then maybe give you some compass in life, it's a good religion. It's only a problem when it's like you try to oppress people and you try to push down on people by using Islam. That's why I have issues.
The Muslim, one thing is too aggressive.
But the thing is, it's not the Muslim or the Islam fault. It's the people who use it.
Yes,
right?
yes. So if let's say without this group of people,
I think
is it possible?
I don't know, man. I feel like that's centuries and centuries of programming already. It's impossible to get out. I see some people who are really into it. It's I don't know. You can bring them out of it.
I think because the school education's problem also.
But
if if for education, it means educations is don't show religions. Make the more important is the education is more what you call that? I also don't know how to use the words. It's more common,
More
common,
moderate, more moderate and more like progressive in terms of like focus on the sciences, technology,
Yes.
maths, all this thing lah.
Yeah.
But-
No, don't, because we have a religion school ma. Like Muslim got Muslim religion school lah. Christian also got Christian religion school.
Yeah,
This
but-
is too deep in the religions.
No, I don't mind when you have a religious school. Actually, it's okay because you want to be knowledgeable about that topic also. The
Mhm.
problem is when you try to teach it in a wrong way or misinformation of what is the religion, like the Muslim having dogs. That kind of misinformation is been passed down for so many years. People don't know that you can actually own a dog as a Muslim. You just need to be able to take care of it and how to take care of it, and you shouldn't be afraid. I hope that kind of environment can become true lah. But honestly, I don't know can happen or not.
Now it's 2023 already, more bro.
I think
Still got this thing, how our country go to improve.
it's funny, man. We are more open today than ever, but still people don't know basic things like this. Hey, why are we ending on the bad note lah? Why like that?
Sad ma.
Yeah. I do believe there is hope lah, because there are younger generation that are more open and more progressive, and I hope these people can be in the position to really share and spread the knowledge there lah. Can lah.
Can Malaysia can boleh one.
Maybe it's not for our generation lah. Maybe
Yeah.
the future generation lah. But yeah, I mean that's the current situation right now when it comes to Muslim in the thing lah. I think it's an interesting topic to see how it can change over the years lah. Who knows? Maybe next year we talk about this again and everything will be completely different.
Yeah, maybe it's
Maybe everything go crazy already.
man
next
to
year.
man cannot be as in the same cinemas. Have to man with girls in the same cinema.
Wow, opposite.
I may sit beside, so you have more fun. No man to man already.
Nowadays, man and woman together also not very fun. Also. Okay, we thank you guys for joining us on this episode. Next week's will be a Chinese New Year, so we will be off, but we will have a quick episode uploaded just to share with you guys, and then to make sure that we have something there lah. So thank you again for watching and listening. Thank you again for the people who subscribe and
Share and like our channel.
We will try to do less offensive content in the future.
Okay.
And try to talk more about things that really affect Malaysia and our opinion on it lah.
Okay.
Right, thank you again. We'll see you guys on next one. Goodbye.